My name is Michael Watson. I am a training management supervisor here at DDSP Susquehanna. I was in the military for 7.5 years. I served in the United States Army. The best part of that was the 4.5 years that I spent in Germany with the 3rd Armored Division. I was a tank crewman at the time. I served in Operation Desert Storm back in 1990-91. Why I wanted to be in the military, it was always a thing for me as a kid. It was in the family, it was in our blood, and just seemed like a natural transition for me. I was bullied all through school. I had a very difficult time fitting in with the crowd and things like that. So the military really helped me just develop as a person, as a man. It helped me see what I was made of and what my limits were, and just sort of help grow my self-confidence. Going from that type of environment into a civilian workforce is a very difficult transition for a person like myself, just like it is for many other military or anyone that's worked in law enforcement or anything like that. Because you're no longer directing and giving people orders and controlling people's lives. You're now working with a team of people who look to you for leadership. But civilians, I don't like using the word civilians. It sort of like puts you in some kind of a weird thing. Just working with people in general that aren't used to being involved with law enforcement or military and things like that. They don't quite understand where I was coming from as a person. And so it took a lot of reflection, a lot of looking into the mirror and saying, what can I do differently? I was getting to a point in my career where I was tired all the time. I wasn't focused. I mean, I would go to a meeting and I'm looking at you. I got it, sir. Hey, we're on target. And 5 minutes later, I would forget what was going on. And there were frustrations at home. I had a game face when I came to work. I got to be the leader. But and people saw that side of Mike. What people didn't know is that Mike was having an issue internally, which really stemmed from an early loss of a friend back in 1988 in a tank fire. That day lived with me forever. Somebody that you went to basic training with who died needlessly in a training accident. You see him the day before and he's gone the next. And then being deployed into Iraq and seeing the carnage. And I was a tank crew member. And at that time I was driving a Humvee. Wasn't actually on a tank because another story for a different day, right? But I was supposed to get out of the military. And I was stop lost. I had to go, I didn't have a choice. And I went gladly, okay? I got sick over there. I almost missed ground combat because I was so sick. And I begged those doctors not to send me back to Germany. I had food poisoning or something. It was weird, but the ground campaign started. There was stuff going off all over the place, and I'm laying in a hospital bed. Not gonna happen for Watson here. So I got well enough. They got me back to my unit. And but what we had to deal with over there and see, and it was just horrible, and the expectation to, once the ceasefire is called, to go from combat operations to a humanitarian operation at the flip of a switch is a difficult thing to do, and people don't understand that. There's some things I'd rather not discuss that contributed to my condition that I live with, and yeah, I don't even want to talk about it because it's really upsetting. So I had to go see somebody. It was impacting my life at home. My wife, I'm surprised she's still with me today, but she persevered and stayed with me this whole time because she knew there was hope. And but it took me I'm the one that had to make the step forward and get the assistance I needed. And EAP. I mean, I've used the Employee Assistance Program twice in my government career for family issues. I had a problem with my son. I had marriage problems. All because of me. It was my problems were the things, who I was sort of sort of contributing to what was going on around me. And I wasn't even realizing it. I thought I was fine, I was normal. Out of some of those bad events that happen in your life, there's a lot of good that can come out of it, but it's your state of mind and how you look at it and how you go about addressing it. But for me, again, I go back to looking in the mirror and making a conscious decision that I'm going to do what's right, even when no one's looking. And it starts with me, and I had to go take care of myself. You know, I've had to apply that kind of thinking in my marriage, in my professional life, here at work. I mean, just recent events here at work. You know, I see myself as a great supervisor. I think I've overcome a lot of challenges over the last 10 years here in the agency. Matter of fact, the 21st of this month is 10 years with DLA. Pretty excited about that. And, you know, people are coming to me now looking for something. I don't know, maybe it's something I'm putting out there, a vibe. They know I'm going to take care of them. But pay it forward, you know. Just keep moving forward. Never give up. I don't know how else to put it.